And welcome back once again to the High School Sports Beat. I'm Dave Yates. It is time now for the High School Notebook, brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts. America runs on Dunkin'. And as always, we're joined by Paul Gotham from PickinSplinters.com. Paul, what's on the website right now?
Well, we're going to have the Rainbow Classic coverage. We got John LeConge will be there at the U of R covering both the girls and the boys game for us. Don't forget about Matt Traybold. I haven't mentioned him in a couple weeks, but Trabs Gabs, that's where Section 5 Hoops fans go to eat. And they eat plenty because he gives them plenty of stuff to read for the whole weekend.
Sounds great. So we're going to start off talking a little bit about a whole bunch of overtime games that you got to experience.
Christmas came early. For me at least, Christmas came early. 4 overtime games in 1 week. A lot of bonus basketball. Starts off with Monroe edging out Leadership Academy, then East and Northeast Douglas. Just really a great atmosphere at School 33. We have plenty of footage of that game. It was a great comeback win for Darryl Barley's East High Eagles. And then on Saturday afternoon, McQuaid comes back and beats Niagara Falls in overtime. And then that night, East again in overtime over Nottingham from Section 3 in the Bishop Kearney Christmas Showcase. So it was a week where you were on the edge of your seat. It was great to watch.
You talk about overtime and extra time. Talk a little bit about a trip that Northstar Chirstian took.
Well, I don't think J.J. Garwood and his crew had this in mind when they planned to go and see a Cleveland Cavaliers game and play a game with a 2 o'clock scheduled tip-off in the afternoon. They show up, they take the bus, the school bus. It wasn't a coach bus. They didn't fly. We knew they weren't going to fly. They didn't take a coach bus, a regular school bus from Northstar to Cleveland. They leave Friday morning. They show up and find out that they're having problems with the floor. The staff gives them some choices, and the choice that they ended up going to was, we're going to play at 10:30 at night. So after the Cavs play, Northstar takes the floor with Orchard Park. The game finishes after midnight. They load back up in the bus, drive straight home to Rochester. That night, they go out on the floor, take the floor against Leadership Academy. By the way, Leadership Academy scored 112 points a week ago. And they beat them. And it was one of those moments, I think there were it was a full gym at Bishop Kearney in the showcase again. And there was the sense amongst a lot of people that there was a little shifting in the balance of power in Class A, because the thing that's easy to forget is that Northstar is really a D school. If we go by their numbers, they're Class D. They've been winning at Class C. They've been to the state finals, state semifinals, so they get bumped up to Class A. And now they go and beat Leadership, who's a Class A contender. They beat Orchard Park, a AA team. There's a lot of, I'm sure a lot of the other Class A schools had to sit up and take notice and say, okay, Miles Brown and this crew, they're not just a Class C school doing well at that level. They're going to do well at this level. And it's going to make for a great February and March.
And those guys all got a great story to tell for the rest of their lives about the trip to Cleveland. Real quick, let's talk a little girls basketball. Let's talk Bishop Kearney girls.
You go Bishop Kearney girls picking right up where they left off. And the funny thing is you watch them play, and it's so seamless, and it looks so experienced. And then you look down at the roster, and it's 6 sophomores. Mariana Freeman, 5'3", 5'4", and she slices through the lane, finishes with a left hand, finishes with the right hand. Great comment by Billy Hayen on Twitter that she's the best left-handed finisher who's actually a right-hander. And then Sanaya Wilson, again, they're sophomores. You know, a bunch of us would have thought, haven't they graduated by now? But they're still going to be around this year and 2 more years. Kevin Shepard, Bishop Kearney, it's going to be a great ride to watch them.
And for a couple of years to come. We'll be back with more of the Vision High School Sports Beat right after this.